Summer weather is buggy weather. But don't get ticked off. Just keep the ticks off you. Hi everybody, I'm Victoria. So let's talk about ticks. This is some serious stuff here. About a month ago, so about 2 weeks before I started selling Avon, because I'm brand new, a friend of mine sent me a link on Facebook where it was linked to a story on deer ticks and on a new infection that doctors are getting increasingly concerned about. It's the black-legged tick. It's the same tick that carries Lyme disease. So I followed the link, I read the article, I started to not freak out, but I'm a little concerned because I do live in southern Westchester, close to Connecticut, in a town that's really pretty, but it's really green. There are lots of yards, there are shrubs and trees, and these little varmints are around here someplace, and this area of the country is ground zero for Lyme disease. So I did some Googling, and I'm going to share with you what I turned up. Sure enough, Lyme disease isn't the only thing that these bugs spread. They also spread something called anaplasmosis. They spread human babesiosis, Powassan encephalitis, and the disease my friend wrote me about, which is Borrelia miyamotoi, I think is how it's pronounced. Some of these things have a 15% mortality rate, so this is some serious stuff. Now, naturally, I wanted to know, how do I avoid these things? I don't want them on me, so what do? What are some good repellents? So I Googled some more. I went to the EPA website, and there are 680 insect repellents registered there that repel mosquitoes and ticks. And I'll show you what I turned up, and I'll give you a hint. It really impressed me with Avon. Okay, here we are at the EPA website, and here are insect repellents registered with the EPA for use and effectiveness. I'm showing the top 20 records of 680 different repellents, and look at this. Of the top 20, look who makes 18 Avon products all the way down the line. None of them with DEET, all of them with IR 3535, which you can spray on skin, you can spray it on your children's skin, and it's just fine, and everybody's protected. So I have to say that as soon as I saw that Avon made the top 18 out of 20 repellents that were registered with the EPA, I thought, wow, they really know what they're doing. So I decided then and there to buy some stuff, and now I'm selling it. So there are some things you can do besides spraying your skin, treating your skin, and here are some things you can. First of all, let's understand how they get on you in the first place. They don't jump, they don't fall, they don't fly. This is what they do. They have 4 pairs of legs. They're really more like spiders than they're not insects. Okay? They have 4 pairs of legs. They've got 8 legs. They, with their hind legs, their hind pairs, they attach themselves to a leaf or a blade of grass. Okay. Then they have their front legs extended. They have heat sensors. They can tell when an animal or a person walks by with those heat sensors. At that point, they use their 4 legs to latch on to that animal or that person, and that from that point, they start crawling around on the body to look for a place that's warm and dark and damp. So they'll find their way to an armpit, a groin area, back of the neck, maybe, I don't know, somewhere on the legs. So yeah, that's what they do. So just so you know, just to understand how they operate. So some things you can do with that in mind. Wear a hat, protect your head and neck. Wear light colored clothing so you can see them. Deer ticks are smaller than like dog ticks. Okay, they're harder to see, especially when they're nymphs. Ticks have a 2-year life cycle, and in that first year, they're really, really small. Just absolutely tiny. You have to be able to see them, so wear light colored clothing. Tuck your pants into your socks. Not the greatest fashion statement, but if you're going to go on a hike in the woods, you have to protect yourself. Wear a long sleeve shirt and tuck it into your pants. spray an insecticide containing permethrin, not on your skin, but on your clothes, on your boots, okay? The effects will last for several days. Then, and underneath that all, protect your skin, spray, and an insect repellent containing IR 3535 all over your skin. DEET has been used and it's still kind of recommended, but there's a little concern about DEET's safety. So Avon doesn't put DEET in any of their insect repellents. So then when you do come in from your hike, check your pets, check each other, check your children over, do a full body check, make sure there's no little bugs on those little people. So there are some techniques, and there's a technique to get ticks off of you if you do find any. I won't go into that. The mesh technique that I learned years ago, that's really not effective. You do use a pair of tweezers. And then ideally you would take and send that off to a lab. You get that tick inspected because you need to know what the risk was of your getting infected. So you will find those instructions on the internet as well. So I guess, if you buy your your repellent from me, from Avon, that's great. If you buy it from another Avon rep, that's wonderful. If you buy even another brand, that's fine. Just get yourself treated, get yourself protected, and have a good, safe summer.